A matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Jake LaRavia out there with LeBron James. And it's Ayton in its center. Pass to Curry. Over Reeves. Curry can't get it to go. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. And that one is hammered home.
The orchestrator. Doncic knows where everyone is at all times and completely dictates the pace.
So it's the Warriors now. And stolen by Ayton. For three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And Green gets it to go.
And you know if there's anyone who's going to stick their nose in the action, in the paint, it's Draymond Green.
James kicks to Doncic. Ayton a screen on Melton. And here's Doncic from the arc. And Ayton stays with it.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Back to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to James. Reeves with the screen for LeBron. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now, here's Melton. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Curry on the wing. He's defended by Reeves. And it's good for two. Curry's got 5.
And I'm not sure Curry could make that shot early in his career. He has added some strength over the years.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Doncic kicks to LeBron. Off target from outside. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
And the first one at the line is good.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Inside, Porzingis with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry on the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games, no matter where you're playing.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Doncic passes to Ayton. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's Doncic missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's where Jimmy is at his best, attacking the rim.
Lakers trail by 6. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passing. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Now here's Ayton, following the miss by Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. He's guarded by Melton. A nice shot by Doncic.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Pass to Melton. Back to Curry. Over Reeves. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Now Laravia. Nothing on the board. Doncic, no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Butler passes to Porzingis, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, this team, Greg, is currently in the middle of their LA road trip.
And Southern California is always a great place to visit. You gotta love the beaches, the weather, but you know, I could do without the traffic.
The first one falls, and the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. Both shots good from the strike.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. Luka Doncic, 4th.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
So it's the Lakers now. 6-point game. Reeves outside. Here's Laravia. Hasn't made one yet.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's Butler. This game 26 points, and Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. He swipes the ball away again.
This guy has been stealing the ball at an incredible rate, closing in on 5th place on the all-time list.
His defense has been elite for years now. It's stolen by Green, and it's good. 2 points. Green's got 6.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Now, here's Doncic. His last outing, he had 24 points. Butler kicks to Curry. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 11 points in the game. And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And here is Doncic after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. They get the rebound. Green with the block.
Oh, wow. He gets that right at the rim. Just perfect timing by Green on that block.
Back to Curry. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Podziemski, he's checked in for Golden State. The Lakers also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for James. And it's Kennard in for Austin Reeves. Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Kennard. Back to Vanderbilt. And here's Doncic from the arc. Podziemski grabs the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pulls up from the corner. And again, Stephen Curry. Curry's got 16 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Doncic looking it over. Hachimura finds Doncic. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get something going. Good, he hits the jump shot.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Podziemski on the wing. Kennard covering. Pass to Moody. Green, the screen. To the middle. And Green slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Kennard's shot is off. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. It's an 18-point lead. And slam dunk by Butler.
That is elite athleticism being showed off by Jimmy Butler.
There's 1:54 left in the first.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Doncic kicks to Hachimura. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Moody. Butler against Vanderbilt. Pass to Podziemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Butler missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Back over to you.
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. .56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Podziemski. Down low. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Vanderbilt misses.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Now, here's Kennard. He's defended by Podziemski. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Stolen. Pass to Moody. Count it. And the Warriors lead by 20.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Hachimura in at the three. Hands it from downtown. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Pass to Podziemski. Porzingis with a screen on Kennard. Here's Podziemski. A rebound by the Lakers. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the locker room.
And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Horford. Here's Porzingis, covered by Hayes. 5 on the clock. Golden State moving it around. Porzingis can't hit. The Lakers really having a tough go here. Vanderbilt the pass to Reeves. Poked away. 3 on 3. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Warriors making a switch here. Melton's checked in. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Lakers. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, the Warriors right behind them, just one spot down.
And you know, for Los Angeles, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
The Lakers shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Reeves. That one drops for him. Reeves has got his second bucket of the night.
And you see the skill of Reeves there, the sweet little floater.
Pass to Podziemski. Porzingis with a screen on Kennard. Here's Podziemski. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So Reeves will go to the free throw line. It's on Porzingis. Lakers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Smart's checked in for the Lakers. Tim, you know, you've played it for so long. The intensity of competition can lead to some heated communication, even between those on the same team.
Well, Kevin, believe me, in the 10 years I played in the league, you often see that between teammates because you have highly competitive individuals who aren't always going to see eye to eye.
But don't you think that's good, though, that competitive tension that may exist within a team?
It creates an edge, Kevin, that you need to win in this league.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
And that's impressive mobility there. Hachimura is tough to stay with given how quick he rolls in these sets.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Melton feeling it out a bit. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Lakers trail by 17. Reeves outside. Pass to Kennard. 5 to shoot. Cuts off the pass. And here they come. Out to the wing. There's the screen. Horford against Hachimura. Lock at 6. And the dunk by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 19. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Reeves. And it's sent back by Horford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Al Horford. Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. Just 5 to shoot. At the elbow, it's Smart. There's the 3. Hachimura, no good. Warriors leading by 19. To the inside, Butler. And that one drops. Butler's got 6.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
Hachimura finds Doncic. 3-pointer. Rebound by Butler.
Oh, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Butler. He's got 8.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And then for the Lakers, Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. James comes in for Smart. And it's Luke Kennard in for Austin Reeves. Now here's Ayton. 9 points last game out. Melton against Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Butler feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LeBron James. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is nonstop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
First one falls for him. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Here's James. Sinks the 15-footer. James has got 8 points.
No question James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Curry fires from way outside. The long-distance three is buried.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
Hachimura kicks to Ayton. Here's Doncic, and he makes that one. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's James. And James throws it down hard.
And his handle might be an underrated part of James's game. Totally throwing off the defender with that move.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. And here is Curry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Hits it from three-point range.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Here's James. Beyond the arc. And it's Melton with the rebound. Golden State's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Butler on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. It's stolen by Hachimura. Moravia passes to LeBron.
Oh, big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
Outside Butler. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. LeBron outside. Laravia with it. Scoreless thus far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Al Horford with the rebound.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Melton kicks to Horford. Back to Melton. To the paint. In the corner. Moody with it. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Melton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness.
Oh, that was amazing!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Hachimura, the pass to James. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Porzingis, he's checked in for Golden State. Draymond Green comes in for Moses Moody. The Lakers also with a sub. Austin Reeves is checked in for Hachimura. 1:35 left to play here in the second quarter. Doncic, no good.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Here's Melton. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Looking to end his cold spell. It's good. Doncic has got 8 points.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Melton. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Here's Reeves. It's good. Reeves has got 7 points here in this quarter.
How about the toughness there by Reeves, meeting the defense inside and getting that one to go.
Curry bounces high off the rim and drops.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
LeBron against Green. Pass to Reeves. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. The tray. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Porzingis. Curry's got 27.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Here's Ayton. Another possession. Another assist.
Oh, tremendous feed. There are only 3 players ahead of him in career assists.
It's remarkable, isn't it? One of the greatest passers this game has ever seen. And so it's the Golden State Warriors finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And with as many 3-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks so much, Chris Stapps. You guys hold the lead. How do you evaluate your team's play in this first half?
I think we played pretty well. Defensively, we were helping each other. We were there in the right spots. Just the last couple of minutes of this second quarter, we kind of let them get to the basket and get in our paint and score easy buckets.
Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Well, looking at the Warriors, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They have to lock it down defensively. Giving up great shots is a great way to lose a game.
And if you're disruptive at that end, it creates transition offense. I'm telling you, that's where you get the easy looks.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Curry has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of them? That is helping out your team.
The forward spots will be Butler and Green. DeAnthony Melton out there with Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Pass to Butler. 5 to shoot. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And Los Angeles guys shooting around 40% from the floor here. Doncic passes to Ayton. Now Laravia. The kick out to LeBron, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jimmy Butler. Clock at 4. Yep, it counts. 10 points for Luka Doncic.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Green with a screen for Butler. And the rejection by Ayton. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Ah, that's terrific.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
All free throws good from Doncic. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Butler dishes to Green. Butler sets a screen for Green. On its way from Curry for 2. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game. Doncic kicks to Ayton. Outside, James. Melton against Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. Over Green. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Curry on the wing. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 37.
And how many times have we seen this play out? Curry just on a mission. Unstoppable tonight.
Ayton a screen on Green. And here's James outside. Porzingis with the rebound.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Here's Butler. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And that's the toughness we've come to expect from Butler. He is never one to back down.
The Warriors have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And the team adopts the personality of Jimmy Butler. He can alter a team's culture. Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Butler on the wing. He's defended by LaRavia. Shots good from Butler.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Doncic outside. And there it is for him. Doncic has got 9 points here in the 2nd half.
We've all fallen in love with the 3-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
The Warriors have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Some nice passing by Golden State. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Reeves outside. Inside, the shot, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got 3 assists in the game. And Curry has it in the corner. Outside, Green fires the 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Doncic kicks to Ayton. Doncic outside. Oh, Ayton in position.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Golden State's gotten all 4 of the 3-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Pass to Green. Launches a 3. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Doncic outside. Melton with the steal. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic against Melton. Bangs home the trifecta. LaRavia's got his first 3 points of the game.
So he just finds a teammate.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Curry, and the Warriors take on 2 more.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
LA's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. Pass to LeBron. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
So both teams changing it up here. Now LeBron. He's got 14. 5 on the clock. The Warriors pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
To the right side. Down low. Post. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here is Los Angeles now. Pass to Kennard. Doncic with a screen for Kennard. Fires the 3. James, no good.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to LeBron. Here's Hachimura. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. The kick out to LeBron. And again, LeBron missing.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
The Lakers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. The fadeaway. Again, James missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Curry. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Reeves finds Vanderbilt. Curry with it. Defended by Reeves. That's good from Horford on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 5 assists tonight. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Reeves, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Now that's just great focus from Reeves, showing some toughness, converting that through contact.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Find the lanes. 1 shot.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
The Lakers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. Outside Curry. Horford with a screen on Reed. Curry's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. And he uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 49 points in the game.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Curry against Reed, and the rejection by Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
.59 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Reeves, that's a two-pointer. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
And how about mixing it up inside there? Steph, still a threat. That nimbleness he has helps him to get that shot off.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw good by Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And after not a single trip to the line in the first half, he's starting to get the whistle now.
Pass to Reeves. 27 seconds left to play here in the third. Kennard for 3. And Moody pulls it down.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And a deep three from Curry. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Kennard up top. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Lakers 5 right now. Austin Reeves out there with Kennard. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Hayes in at the center position. And the Warriors with possession here. Podziemski on the wing. Back to Horford. There's a good screen for the three. Lakers with the rebound. Here's Hachimura. To the paint. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Horford.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And the second free throw, good. The Warriors shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Here's Podziemski. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up on Monday. They'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Alperen Şengün and the Houston Rockets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Second free throw, no good. And for the Lakers, they're shooting 41% for the game. Kennard finds Vanderbilt. Now the Warriors moving it up. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, great anticipation from Horford on D there. Gets ahead of the ball there for the steal and initiates the fast break.
Now here's Kennard. He's defended by Podziemski. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Kennard, the bounce pass. Reeves outside. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Podziemski. They grab their own miss. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Out to the right wing. Picked by Horford. Here's Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Reeves the pass to Hachimura. That 3 off the mark.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Outside, Horford. There's a screen. Inside, here's Richard. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They retain possession. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Reeves has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Catch and fire. Reeves always ready to pull the trigger.
And here are the Warriors now. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Vanderbilt the pass to Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. Hachimura. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Horford. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Hachimura. Reeves with the screen for Hachimura. And the call will be against Al Horford. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Marcus Smart comes in for Hayes. And Doncic is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Whoa! What a play!
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Well, if you have an opening, hit that gas pedal, and you will get an easy 2.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Smart kicks to Vanderbilt. Doncic outside. Smart wide open. He fires. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Pass to Podziemski. To the middle, trying to find Moody, gets it to him, and it goes down 2 points. Moody's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
Shot to stop the run, and the dunk by Hachimura.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Pass to Moody. Shot clock at 5. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Horford's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. LeBron, he's checked in for Smart. And James subbed in for Luke Kennard. Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Pass to LeBron. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Jim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Peyton, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Lakers also making some changes. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Vanderbilt. Jake LaRavia comes in for Hachimura. And it's Austin Reeves in for James. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Ayton a screen on Horford. Fires top of the key. And LeBron James gets it to go.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Payton passes to Moody. Payton with the screen. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Brandon Pajemski.
Shooting 1.
That one misses for Moody. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Payton dishes to Curry. Horford sets a screen for Curry. Releases. That's good on the jump shot. Curry's got his first basket of the night. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to LaRavia. To the inside, James. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
The Warriors shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Curry on the wing. He's defended by Reeves. Curry against Reeves. Curry can't get it to go. In the corner, it's James. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. LeBron's got 9 points in the quarter.
Dangerous from the perimeter. LeBron is definitely a threat from that corner.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Reeves. Ahead. A nice shot by LeBron. LeBron's got 25 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Curry. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Moody's shot is off.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Reeves gets the bucket.
Boy, Austin Reeves is a handful in that mid-range area.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Payton kicks to Horford. Curry on the wing. Pass to Moody. Now here's Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here is Horford. To end the drought. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
1:31 left to play here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Horford against LeBron. The three. Moody's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just
Threw that one down.
My goodness.
Wow.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
Pass to Moody. There's the pick from the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Here's Los Angeles now. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ayton, a screen on Payton. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And that one's good, Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game. Allie.
Stephen, another quality win. Is this one you can build on?
For sure. We're trying to create momentum. We understand what it takes to win a championship, and put a nice little streak together, playing against some great teams. That's only going to continue. Great challenges for us to kind of focus in on.
Congrats on the win.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.